There we go. There we go. Everything's good. Everything's live. Yes, well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? Well, that's the point, right? Like we had. I mean, you guys heard. Well, most of you heard me struggling and cursing Hearts of Iron for a while just now. But yeah, so today what we're doing is we are. I don't even want to open a tab, the leaders tab for this. But yes, today we're reliving our childhood. I don't know why you guys like seem to fantasize about World War II so much. Like it's not just you guys, obviously. It's like basically like half the society is just like most of you were actually. How many of you were alive during World War II? Most of you are boomers, right? Well, boomers and below. Right, we have I mean, there's me, and then there's like late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. How many of you were alive during World War II? None of you were alive during World War II. Don't even. It's all good. It's all good. A shattered union. Wonder what this means. Interesting. So we must have lost. We must have lost. Yes. Ah. Okay. Okay. All right. I have no development of the Moscow area. Excellent. Ah. Okay. Okay. Far East. Oh. Huh. Well, this is like. Yeah. Okay. 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 I got it. I got it. I got it. This is a new type of free. Okay, just because you can see me through my door doesn't mean you can make those kinds of faces at me. Okay, just leave me alone. Let me stream it. um, like this is really undignified. Can you imagine, like the senior executive in one of the major corporations in America is making that kind of face at me through a door at a streamer? Can you believe that? That would just be like. I don't think anyone would believe me if I said that. Like, let's just you bro. Bro, just relax. All right, we're starting this up. So just be prepared because obviously today this was sponsored by the weebiest of our weeb. Yes, exactly. I'm talking to you. At the moment, I start for everyone because most of you won't know this. Um, even in the private school classroom, yes. when I said the weebiest of, you know, that phrase, this boy outside my door pointed at himself and gave me a big smile, as if that's something to be proud of. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's something to be proud of. At least it's interesting, right? So, what are we doing? Yes, we are trying to play a bog standard World War II simulator. But okay, I'm gonna click on this portrait. There we go. Okay, nothing's going on here. You should see you are on the server, right? Yes. Yeah. You are in the channel. Go read the comments. This is all your fault. I'm talking to the guy outside my door because obviously, yes, like his little anime weeb clique. How old are you guys? Like the average age in that clique is like 50. That's amazing. I love that so much. Anyway, yes, okay. So yeah, obviously now we're playing World War II with anime girls. So with that, having said that, you know, we got that out. Oh yeah, we had this going on. So some of you probably already guessed. But anyway. Yes, such is life. Such is life. We are going into this with the benefit of hindsight, which means that, you know, we can focus on our nice T-34s without caring too much about the light tanks. We're not going to care about the amphibious. We're going to go down the heavy tank route, you know, like the T54. We're not going to touch the Lenin super heavy, IS-2, IS-3 definitely. And, you know, like, we're going to make a lot of like, this is the problem. See, this is exactly comments like that are the problem why I don't often play these sort of World War heavy equipment based World War II games, because for whatever reason the technology of World War II inspires discussion in a way that most things don't, and I'm just simply not interested. Does that make sense? I'm genuinely not interested in what you guys have to say about this equipment. I don't care whether one piece of equipment was so great that it could have won the war, or something else. It's simply beyond my ability to give a single. Hi. Yes, exactly. That's it. Now we're talking. Yeah. Like, guys, I don't think it's like it shouldn't be that big of a deal in discussions. Just, yeah, can we just like focus on other things? Please. Like, for example, the strategies that we're going to employ, perhaps the logistics of it. I'm sorry, Quitch, that this game isn't pretty. Unfortunately, you're right, it's not. But you can blame your classmates for that. Genuinely. Let's see what else I have to work on. Some infrastructure. Like that. Oh, actually, no, we should match them. So Kirov, Ijevsk, Kazan. Oh, okay. Oh, Ufa has a maximum. Oh, excellent. So then we'll do that. If you have maximum infrastructure, that's actually really good. Oh, are there railroads? There are railways. Okay. Are there railways in existent? Yes, there are. Excellent. Okay. Yes, I appreciate that's why you wanted us to play this game. It's because now there are railways, so we can actually fight over railways. But still, not cool. Right click. Yes. Just taking stock of what our factories are being asked to do. We're going to low on rubber, but that's okay. Late World War I heavy cruiser. Oh, can you imagine? Oh. Imagine fighting the next war with equipment from the first one. From the previous one. Oops. Let's put all of those ships in Sevastopol. Oh, so now you guys think this game isn't pretty either. Well, too bad. It was sponsored. I mean, you guys should have fought for the sponsorship. What else am I gonna say? So we have. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that quite yet. We don't want odds yet. Missing armor car units. We do want to build some armor cars. Are they in here? They are in here. Let's have 3 of this. You're getting bored. I'm sorry, Quitch, that you're getting bored. You don't have to say, you know, as I keep saying, if you want to go, by all means, please. I will not be offended. Well, I mean, okay, if you guys in the private school do something that's offensive, I will be offended. But that's because yes, you should blame who sponsored. That's exactly who you should blame. Limit. Excellent. Socialist education. Do we have the political power? No, I don't want to spend that. Okay, there we go. So they're not going to train. They shouldn't train. They don't have any equipment to begin with anyway. We do want heavy tanks. Oh, that's the wrong button. T-35 heavy tank. Excellent. Paratroop equipment. Medium artillery. I suppose we do need all of that. Paratroop equipment. Medium artillery. Pack artillery, I think, is necessary, yes, because this stuff can be airdropped, which means it's very helpful. Do I enjoy this game? That's a good question. Kind of. In sort of an abstract way, I enjoy this game in the same way that I would enjoy Factorio, if that makes sense. In that it is very much like I might enjoy the logistics and the strategic layer, but in terms of equipment, in terms of the history of it, I don't know. I'm not the biggest. Well, obviously, nobody should be a fan of World War, but I am also just simply not. Like, I know everything there is. Well, no. Okay, let me rephrase that. I know plenty about the war, about the reasons of the war, about all of that. That I don't feel the need to explore this timeline. Not timeline. That this time point further than I have to. And so the people that do, obviously, I question some of their sanity. Oh right, we didn't put our factories to use. I do want light bomber, naval bomber, Do we not have a fighter? What? No, we do. Where is it? Oh, what? I-15, I-6. Okay. Is it just an issue of the... See? Oh, it's up here. It's a UI issue. What is the UI issue? Okay. Well. Such is life, isn't it? Let's see. Actually, no. What we're going to do is we're going to have a specific focus on heavy fighters because they have longer range. I think. See, look at all this description. I don't care. All I care about is the range, right? We want a longer range. Where's the range? Range 830. What is this? Range 430. Light bomber range 750. Heavy bomber range 1280. Naval bomber. Yeah. So we're going to have essentially only 4-ish, 4+1 planes in production. The heavy fighter, light bomber, naval bomber, and heavy bomber. And the point with this is that we're going to essentially just like massive amounts of equipment or massive amounts of ordnance dropped on the enemy until they are completely gone. Carriers, yes, we will have carriers, obviously. I think for that we do need to do this research, but not now. Like our given that we have, the benefit of hindsight, and given that I am simply preparing for war with Germany, that's what we'll do, right? Like we're not gonna make that. Oh no, we should make at least one of that. Yes. At 5. Doesn't matter. We'll have one of this that'll turn into a carrier fighter once we research it. And then we have the heavy fighter. What am I? R5T. Is this a fighter? Yeah, that is a fighter. I don't care about that one. I have the type 5 up. What even is this? This is closer support. Heavy light naval transport plane. Remember how it's at 4+1? This is what I mean. That's the heavy fighter. Sorry, no. So 1, 2 heavy. Actually, yes, you should try to sleep. Actually, that's a wonderful idea. Since this is not interesting at all. Let me see. How is this at ground attack? There's not even a ground attack. Oh my god. Oh, you would imagine that they would at least have some amount of ground attack, but no. This heavy. This heavy fighter has no ground attack value. Okay. Nice. Do you? No, of course you don't. Okay. All right. We're not gonna build closer. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should build some close air support. What is that? 900 kilometers. 1250. No, we'll just build. Heavy bomber. So 1, 2. Oh, hold on. Let me move the. Excuse me? The UI died on me. This goes to the bottom. That's the fighter. Good. So I have the heavy fighter, the naval, and then the light bomber. Like this, in this kind of light bomber, naval, heavy, excellent. Basic transport plane. We need a lot of nuclear reactor, rubber factory. We don't have the technology for it quite yet. Okay. So we'd have to trade for it. Let's see, whom are we going to trade? Dutch East Indies. Oof. We'll trade that many. Well, because we don't have that many civilian factories, so we desperately don't want to use all of that for trade, right? We don't want light tanks. We had talked about this. We're gonna run these, and essentially we'll progressively run more of them. Yes. Mosin Nagant. Yep. Okay, we're good. Couldn't the UI be bigger? Yeah, probably, but no. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, we can start. League of Nations, excellent. League of Nations was so useless. It was just like, oh my god. Okay, well, we're gonna bring all of the NKVD and the garrison troops to Stalingrad, as we should. Garrison units, Stalingrad, come on. Excellent. Ooh, that's a lot. We're going to convert them actually all into NKVD. For giggles' sake, yes. Let's see, that's good. Outdated equipment, Series 5. No, that's fine, because that's an old ship, I believe, yeah. Yeah. So once that's gone, it'll be gone. Good. Well, the idea is that we want to actually like consolidate our troops in such a way that we can that you know, like we don't have to, or not that we don't have to, but rather that we don't have to overproduce different types of equipment, right? Like that's always the kind of the killer in everything, is that like if our supply chain is just too complex, then it's just going to get messed up. So obviously these are just our standard infantry divisions. Okay, excellent, that's fine. That's a nice combined arms division. The problem is sort of not, the problem isn't that we as the Soviets, it's not that what am I trying to say? It's not that they're not capable, it's not that the equipment is bad, it's just simply that there wasn't enough of it at the beginning, and that the leadership didn't know what they were doing. And that's, I mean, that's fair, right? Like that's generally how these things go to begin with. So we're going to do a whole bunch of reorganization to make sure that doesn't happen in this case. We are also not going to have cavalry divisions. we're just simply not, right? And this is gonna go over here. Not delete, not the special, just the regular, right? Excellent. Let's see, and then the rest of the 77. What do we have? Mountaineers. No. Like, Mountaineers would work if you have a bureaucracy that can deal with it. But we don't, so therefore we won't. Well, sometimes it is just that easy. like it it is incredibly difficult to deal with that kind of issue, right? So say two, say one. Oh, say these here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go over here. Excellent. Oh, we have more military factories. Oh, I forgot to assign all of my military factories. Yeah, that is just my life. We don't. No, we want 5 trucks, and then we want trucks at the very bottom to use. Like, because we don't have enough rubber to meet that obligation, so we don't want to. I don't want mountain guns. Why am I having mountain guns? Oh, because it's pack artillery, isn't it? Let's check paratroopers. Where are paratroopers? Edit. So those are all droppable. Excellent. Our artillery, pack artillery is droppable. So we do want pack artillery. Yes, it's normally designed for mountains. I appreciate that, but that's not what we're going to use them for, right? Like, we're going to use them for radio equipment. We're going to have 2 lines on that. 97, that's probably fine. Oof. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Wow, look, we're gonna build a single transport plane in 1.34 years. It's amazing. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna leave that there. 11 a day, that should be fine. Anti-tank guns. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna need more of these bad boys. Let's have those. Let's reduce that a little bit. More guns. Factories, uniform factory. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. You can change. Can I change conscription laws? Can I change industry? No. Okay. Excellent. Good. Oh, what can I change? Actually, we don't want to change anything anyway because we're gonna purge people soon. So yeah, never mind. So this is 21. Oh, there's still more cavalry. Why? Oh, because I didn't convert them yet. Yes. Let's convert them. Ooh, see, there's motorized, semi-motorized, and motorized, which of course is no point. This is light infantry, which also we're going to convert into this. Excellent. 38 now. 19, 10, 38. We're going to take 14 of them, put them back here. 24. Beautiful. Now just come to Leningrad. Oh, look at that. That map, right? So you can see that Leningrad itself has become 5 little regions. And the point of this is to be able to recreate, if you really desperately want to, like the idea, oh, that Germany, blah blah blah, they came all the way here, they got to Lake Lagoda and then managed to cut off Leningrad, but oh, you know, like it's just nonsense. Like you can't deal with counterfactuals in such a way. That's just wrong. Oh, what are we gonna do with the tanks? So this can go away. Go away. Why can't we do this? Oh, there's still a division that's using it. Excuse me. Okay. Our NKVD will be garrisons, yes, and they'll have military police attached to them once we're able to afford it. Mechanic. So this is a core. Look, all that lovely light tanks with motorized infantry, motorized artillery, and what is this? It's much smaller. If only have the map and trains, it would be quite cute. Okay, well, since I don't actually need to look at the map for most of it, we can just leave it like this. Here, you can watch the train. Why not, right? We're out of... Okay. We're out of resources. We need more resources. Excellent. We have all of these civilian factories going. Supply hub. We should probably build up like supply hubs and defenses. Oh, look at I didn't even notice that. Thank you for pointing it out. But yeah, I think we should give the devs some credit, because the provinces, right, are so uneven. It is incredibly difficult for them to really manage to draw these dynamic kind of lines on the map, right? Because everything else is hand sculpted, right? Like the rivers, they are all placed properly. But what you can't place are railways. Are these dynamically built up railways? They have to. They essentially they follow a path that is defined in vector form, like between like probably the weighted centroid of each of the provinces, and then it has to sort of move along and try to connect to each other, and so you're going to get these issues. Yes, it's a little bit of shame that they keep this, but you know, whatever. Very low supplies. Where are we lacking supplies? What do you mean? This hub is drawing 7 out of 277. Supplies remaining in province. Oh, okay. That's fine. Move these to Yaroslav. And then we should do something about the motorized, yes. This is semi-motorized. Why is it semi-motorized? And this is fully motorized. I don't get that. It's 6 kilometers per hour. 5 point. Okay. What is the point of motorized? When you have tanks, motorized are cheaper. By far, right? Think of it as the difference between putting artillery on tracks and putting and horse boys. Or okay, that's not that's not the right way to explain it. You have greater tactical speed with motorized artillery, while still using the same kinds of infantry doctrine that you have. Right? Does that kind of make sense? Yeah. Like essentially, the point is that if you have like motorized divisions are just like dudes with rifles or dudes with guns that move quicker. That's the gist of it, right? So dudes with guns that move quicker aren't necessarily like yeah, all right, okay. We don't want to assign any of these until later anyway. So in terms of like organizational flexibility, yeah, absolutely, you would want if you just put your dudes with guns on a truck, that makes them move faster, but it also means that, you know, everything else can stay exactly the same as it was in the past, and that's good for. I don't get this supply map anymore. Wonder what it. Let's do that. Yeah. Well, okay. So it's slightly more complex then. It's in war. Like initiative is usually prized in war, and that's why throughout history, Prussia and then later, North German Confederation, German Empire. Why Germany did so well, because its leaders, its military leaders, prized sort of direct action. Oh, has it been 30? Okay, yeah, we're almost done. Its leaders had prized action and initiative above all else, and that tended to then, only by having initiative can you make opportunities, right? Like, if you commit to sort of very static, very deterministic type of warfare that, say for example, in World War One and even two, that the British preferred. The British prefer this. I feel like it's a legacy of Waterloo, actually, but prefer this very static type of warfare where you're letting the enemy attack into you. And that's great if you're just defending, or if you can outlast the enemy, right? Like if you can outspend and outlast the enemy, then being able to essentially fight a very deterministic is of benefit, because then as we just said, tautologically, you can just outlast the enemy and therefore win in the end. But those don't lend themselves, those kinds of battles don't lend themselves to great breakthroughs, to like one fight that determines a lot of things, and they're not supposed to, right? Like if you're able to outlast the enemy, why would you gamble like that? But Germany was never in that luxury, right? Like if we look at it more closely, if we look at the map, Prussia was up here historically, since Brandenburg before that, and then Prussia, Preußen. Don't make fun of my German accent. I haven't spoken in forever. The point is, it sits in the middle of Europe. It sits in the middle of Europe, between France, between what was a gigantic Austria, between, well, Italy didn't really matter, but England, Sweden at one point was considered a great power, and so was Russia on the east. So essentially, Germany was always in the middle of everything and couldn't fight prolonged wars like the way the British could, right? The British didn't have to worry about a flank because they had their fleets, and the quote unquote wooden walls were like, after essentially after the Vikings, nobody invaded British Isles, no, simply, right? And well, it's true, right? Like after the Vikings, the next people that did damage to the British Isles was Germany with their sustained bombing campaign in the Battle of Britain. So essentially, you can see how geography really makes the doctrine for the country, right? And so yeah, exactly. And so a whole bunch of wars fought by Brandenburg and Prussia were out of necessity. They were going to be short and well, I mean, to borrow a phrase from Robert Citino, short and lively. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that I'm borrowing it from him, because he borrowed it from the actual general staff in Germany, right? What was it in German? Kurz und vives, so short and lively, and to fight the war, right? And that's simply because there was nothing here. Like, there's not enough. This isn't like France, where you have gigantic agricultural hinterlands that can feed and sustain a field army for long periods of time, right? I remember the tales of Louis XIV and even Napoleon traveling, their armies traveling with like hundreds of kilometers of baggage trains full of luxuries. Like, Germany simply wasn't able to do that because there's not hundreds of kilometers of room to travel in. Well, Prussia. We'll go with Prussia, because most of the German military power comes from the general staff that was established-ish by Moltke, or maybe we shouldn't call it established by Moltke, but rather like that developed over the years in Prussia to make sure that they could fight the wars, the short and lively wars that they were talking about. Right? That's yeah. That's, I don't know. I don't know either why I'm so pretentious. I'm very sorry for that. So we're going to compress everything down to a single light tank thing. We're going to keep that. Excellent. Okay, so 5 types of divisions. I think it's very clear what each of them do. The NKVD will be our coast guards. They'll be our suppression units. So like when inevitably we take the revolution and we globalize the revolution across the world, you know, we'll be invading the US, we'll be invading Brazil and all of that. The NKVD will be essential in holding down, suppressing the local populace. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Very low supplies. Okay. Oh, there are too many. Oh, look at that. Excuse me? Why are there 13 of them? Huh. You know what? We'll take one of them and we'll do that. There we go. I like having nice round numbers. Who's moving in that direction? What? Oh. Okay, so we'll take those, we'll bring them back to Moscow. And then this is 16 units of infantry. We're going to just do... Oh no. Look at our UI bugging out. So... the UI. Okay. That's alright. We'll train 8 more of these. Put them here. Too long. We're not gonna assign. But essentially, this has become. You can see very clearly. This is going to be another army's worth of infantry. We're not missing. Oh yeah, we're missing light tanks. Oh, and we can't change this, can we? Because we have no army experience. Okay. just pretend I didn't say anything, man. It's all good. This goes over here. This is up here. Where's this? This is over here. Let's see. We're gonna have a northern, central, and southern front. Where are these guys? These guys should go to the eastern front. There we go. Where are these guys? These guys. Where's north? Is that north? That is north. So we'll do that. Excellent. This goes here. And this, I suppose can join. Okay. Oops. What happened here? I see. Okay. Well, that's interesting. You can collapse these. That's actually a really good thing. We'll talk about it if we ever get to the point where we're having wars. Actually, we're gonna take these out. They're going to be trained individually, and everyone else is also going to get trained. Why are you guys? Are you guys walking? Are you guys walking? Okay. Where are we? We are here. Yeah, why are you guys walking? Can you like not? Well, they are. I suppose they are kind of not very. They don't listen to me very well, so I suppose it makes sense. Let's do this. 6 of them will come here. Focus. I don't care about fascists. Is it time to go? Oh yes, it is time to go. Okay. Okay, let's save this. So. Okay. Well. We will talk about that afterwards. Yes, we'll talk about that offline. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. You know, as they say in conclusion, download Firefox. Please don't use Chrome. Will we continue the anime World War II? Probably. Given how much money the Weeb Corporation has, I'm surprised they didn't sponsor more stuff. Honestly, like. Because remember, we started with what? We started Scarlet Nexus, we started Persona 5 Strikers. Oh, there was also like Yakuza 6, whatever, like a dragon. Like we've started all of these things and then we never touched them again. It's like, guys, come on, stick to something, will you? Anyway, thank you again very much for watching. Download Firefox onto Chrome, and I'm sorry that I wasted 48 minutes of your time today. That must be tragic. Good night now. Oh no, not good night. What am I saying? Goodbye. Yes. See you tomorrow.